What's up, y'all?
What is up, y'all? We are back again after a fun-filled weekend.
Yeah, it was.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the protest that we went to. If you guys haven't seen it, we did live stream it on our channel. And shout out to everybody who tuned in during the live stream. That was pretty dope.
It was. And so to wrap up, for those who don't know about the protest, like, why are ex-Jehovah's Witnesses doing protests in the first place? Like, what's going on? Because some people are out the loop.
Right. You know what? There was a comment today talking about how, like, you people are just crying over, whatever. But I'm going to be honest. All the ex-Jehovah's Witnesses that I have met are like completely empowered, you know what I mean? And they just realized how traumatic something was and how detrimental something was to their self-development. And they began speaking out about it. There is nothing wrong with doing that. It's actually very healing, for a lot of people to be able to go and help other people who have been in the same mental space that they have after leaving something so high control, and helping those people out and spreading awareness about it. Because the thing about it is, this religion truly ruins families. Like, the amount of stories that we heard over this weekend is just crazy.
It is. And 90% of people understand that. It's the 10% of people whose minds are just, I'm trying to think of a nice way to call somebody stupid. but in a nutshell, you guys are just, and the people that's speaking like that, these conversations aren't for you. No. You are not welcome to the table to have these conversations. But people that get it. When people have a bad experience, you will have to be an ignorant individual to be like, stop complaining about it. Yeah, like, don't complain about what you've been through. Just like, no, you are supposed to talk about what you've been through. So a lot of things, corrupt things, go on in this organization of Jehovah's Witnesses, and we are like the new wave of talking about it, because 20 years ago, you didn't have YouTube and TikTok and all of this. You had, the best you can get is the Raymond Franz book. So throughout the recent decade, you had people coming forward and having channels, which it was the first, generation or first group of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses speaking out to where you can watch it from home.
Yes.
And so now things are picking up, and it's got to the point now where protests about it. Like, this hasn't been a thing for a long time.
No.
So now this is like starting from scratch. The Be Free, Shun No More, shout out to Avi, and I think he's anonymous still.
Yeah, Be Free. We just call him Be Free.
Yeah, we'll say Be Free. But this is like something new starting, and so Jehovah's Witnesses or ex-Jehovah's Witnesses from around the world are coming to these.
Yeah.
And so that's how major this was. So we're coming forward and being able to talk about this from a platform.
Yes, you guys, and this is a movement. This is not just something that's going to happen once a year. No, like you, even if you have a group of Jehovah's Witnesses in your city or your state, like, you could do the same thing, you know what I mean? Especially if you're passionate about it, and it's something that there's so many people that aren't even aware of what goes on in the Jehovah's Witness religion.
No, I told my homie at work about it. He was like, wait. He was like, that's crazy, because like Jehovah's Witnesses is supposed to be like the clean, pure ones. And I'm explaining what the protest. He was like, bro, I did not know that about them. He was like, see, but so many people, because when you were Jehovah's Witness, you give this illusion that everybody.
I was just gonna say
it's
that.
the truth though. Like, you feel like the whole world know about Jehovah. Man, Jehovah's Witnesses are such, what was it, 0.0% of the world's population. Like, people they just might have had one knock on the door. Yeah,
but people don't know about the religion for real, or what goes on once you get inside of it, you know? So, I was literally just going to say that. Because you're brainwashed to think like everybody knows about you and everybody knows how, just about Jehovah's Witnesses, because it's your perspective, but people don't know.
No, and it was important to have this. So we'll show, for those who didn't get to see our speech, we're going to drop our speech in this video.
But we would highly suggest going back and watching the live stream because there were so many people that shared such touching stories and even coming out about, you know, just very vulnerable states of mind that they had at different times. There was poems being shared. It was just super dope.
It was. We'll drop that in this link below in our descriptions in case nobody got to see it. But you got to just hear our perspective just from our channel. But it's so many people that have their side of the story or their way of talking about, you know, what they experienced. You have people that were Bethelites, pioneers, elders, like just we're just coming from this point of view, but you have people that were actually behind the scenes that can tell you what goes on behind closed doors. So many situations and points of views.
Agreed.
Yep. So stay tuned. This video will show you our speech, some of the fun we had.
Oh, we had so much fun this weekend.
We did.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. All the people that we met, you guys were all super dope.
Yep.
And then, we have some fire content coming out.
Yeah, just stay tuned. We got some interviews while we were there.
Man.
We're not going to spoil it, but stay tuned for those.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
They're good.
And we had some funny people. Like, it was like hanging with witnesses that were themselves.
Yes.
That's what it was like. Like, you could see I could see how you were a witness or what type of witness you might have been with being with the people we met.
Yeah.
And it was just raw and uncut. Like, everybody got to be themselves.
So funny. It was so funny. And then also just looking back and seeing like some because we got invited to a get together on Saturday and one on Sunday, but we weren't able to make it because our flight left. But anyway, the one on Saturday, it was just so funny because there were 3 ex-elders there.
That was funny. 2 ex-Bethelites, 3 ex-elders.
And they were just raw and uncut, and they were so funny. And it's just so cool being able to look out and say and be like, you know, like everybody is normal people. And it was so therapeutic in being able to talk about the experiences that we have gone through, and then also just being able to be around a group of people and be ourselves, you know?
Yep. And we hope down the line, or it'll happen down the line, just hearing the ex-elders stories.
Oh my gosh.
It is like it's stuff you just need to hear, because the stuff that goes on with circuit overseers and pioneers and husbands and wives and the grimy stuff that other elders will try to do, and the logical elders will be like, nah, we not just fellowshipping no 16-year-old. Like, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
And it just goes to show that, like, regardless what organization, what group that you're in, like, people are people.
They are.
People are people. So they do grimy things, you know what I mean? And you have a different range of people. Like, I do remember there being some, like, cool elders, you know what I mean? That were down to earth, and same with men, you know, people are people.
Yeah, people are people. But check this out.
So we have our next guest speakers who are going to come up today. I love them because they're so much fun. They have an awesome YouTube page called Awaken Truth. You don't have to be a Jehovah's Witness to get involved. You have to be a human rights activist. You have to respect people's rights to choose. That's all it requires for you to get involved. So Jevin is from Dayton, Ohio. OH. Ayo. He left. He was born in and left at 27. And then Lexi, she was born in and left at 22. Jevin was the person who woke up first. And as I mentioned, they have an awesome podcast on YouTube called Awaken Truth. So let's invite them up, you guys. Give them some love.
Just so you guys know, we literally have had over 160 people watching the live stream. So I know we can look around and see this crowd, but there's plenty more of us online, okay? All right. Go ahead.
All right, what's up, y'all? How we feeling today? Good energy, okay?
Be free.
Be free. All right, so for those who don't know, I'm Jevin.
And I'm Lexi.
And some of y'all may know us from our YouTube channel, Awaken Truth. And if you don't, well, it's nice to meet y'all for the first time. And by our appearance, you might not be able to tell, but we used to be Jehovah's Witnesses. We all make bad choices in life. But y'all remember when we were witnesses and they would tell us, you know, we were 8 million strong. The lights getting brighter and the chariots moving. They would give us these yearbooks. I wasn't reading the yearbooks, but some of us were. But in the back, remember, it would be these charts and would show Bible studies, more people get baptized, and it seemed like we were growing, right? But then you pull up to the Kingdom Hall over the years, and they got smaller and smaller. And now we got to sell this Kingdom Hall and squeeze some more together in one, but we're growing at the same time. And then the assemblies and conventions got smaller and smaller, but somehow we're growing at the same time. Well, that's because it was something they didn't want to tell us. Approximately 70,000 people leave this organization every single year. Is there any proof in that? Well, if we look around, this is just one location on one day. We got people that left all through the years from different places. So that shows people are getting, out of this organization. Now, we remember about 4 years ago, something major happened to the whole world, right? That was COVID. COVID slowed down everything. Now, one thing we didn't notice, or some people did notice, COVID slowed down this organization at the same time because we broke two very important rules. So one rule we broke, everybody slowed down all of a sudden. We couldn't go in field service. We couldn't have our Bible studies. We weren't at the meetings. We were going to the meetings at home, but we wearing pajama pants down here in the screen. We got our shirt and tie on. So that caused us to slow down. The second thing that happened to mess this organization up, everybody was able to stop and think. You're not supposed to think as a Jehovah's Witness because they keep you flooded with book studies, personal studies, family studies, meetings. And so what happened, we slowed down and we go, wait a minute. And the effect of that caused a lot of people to wake up during COVID. So we woke up during COVID. Did anybody show of hands wake up COVID or after COVID? Oh yeah, show of hands. So that just shows good for us and bad for them.
Now, something that this organization has always tried to do is minimize and invalidate the voices of its ex-members. We're all gathered here today not just for purpose, but for passion. We are passionate about bringing awareness to the negative effects that this organization has, not only on its members, but also its ex-members. And how fitting it is that we're gathered during the week of National Suicide Prevention. I want to thank so many of you who have shared your vulnerable stories today, but I'm going to ask for something even more. I want to see a show of hands. Have any of you, either one, ever felt like you wanted to commit suicide, or two, know of somebody who has committed suicide due to the negative effects of this organization? Show of hands. Look around. That is not okay. That warrants further investigation, okay? Why is this happening? Now, for those who don't know, I'm a registered nurse. We learned about something called Maslow's hierarchy of needs in nursing school. Is anybody familiar with Maslow's? Okay, cool. So the people who are not, you will be by the end of our speech. So Maslow's hierarchy of needs, as you can see, it's shaped into a pyramid. Don't make fun of us, y'all. We made this last night, okay? It's a little crooked, whatever. But the whole idea behind it is to reach self-actualization, which we have heard talked about in the speech today, right? So to reach that, you have to first have your needs fulfilled in the tiers underneath, all right? So we're going to go through each tier and kind of show how the religion affects each one of these tiers, okay? And this is the way that we build ourselves. This is the way that we are able to grow as people. Okay, go past, okay?
All right, so when we go through these, of course, the organization uses a lot of these tactics, but there's one particular one that they focus on. And when y'all notice it, we're just gonna do a little when we see which one they focus on, all right? So we'll start from the bottom. Our physiological needs, so that's our basics. Our food, water, shelter, clothing, sleep. This is just what we need to survive as a human. So this organization is so ruthless to say you got this 18-year-old, right, living at home with his parents, and he decide, man, this is a cult. I don't want to do this no more. Well, by the rules of this organization, they are allowed to kick him out on the street to where he can't even get his basic needs. So just think of sleep. We need sleep so bad that if we don't have somewhere to sleep, we'll sleep under a bridge, we'll sleep on the bench somewhere in the park because we need it. If we need food, we'll eat out of a trash can if we really get to that point of survival mode. Even people are to the point where if they don't have these basic needs, they will commit a crime that they don't want to do just so they can have something to eat, somewhere to stay. And this organization knows that, so they purposely put these things to strip a person of all survival.
Now the next tier is going to be safety and security. This focuses on health, your personal security, employment, resources, and family. Now family, we're going to focus that on the next tier because we all know how the families get ripped away through shunning. but I want to look at resources. Whenever a person is kicked out of this religion, they are depleted of their resources. This is done because this organization wants to be able to control you. If you have no resources, you're going to go crawling back, right? So it's done to you on purpose. And this organization infiltrates your life in such a way that whenever you leave, you feel crazy. It's like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Everything that they said is coming true. Oh, you know, don't worry about calling off for the assembly. Jehovah will take care of you. And the new system is coming. Don't worry about going to college. The new system is coming. Don't worry about making friends outside of this organization because what? They're not friends of Jehovah. And you don't want to be destroyed when this new system comes, right? So they completely infiltrate your life in this way, and it messes with the personal security that you have in yourself. That's why so many people go crawling back to this organization. They'll know everything. They're there. They know what's going on. They know all the doctrines. They know that there's things that are wrong, but they're going to go back because they don't have their family and they don't have the right resources, okay?
Next point here we have love and belonging. So let's just take a look at some of the things. Family, friendship, intimacy, sense of community, and connection. Does that sound familiar? All right, so we'll go, just think of your average Joe, right? You can come in sometimes. You can come in the middle, man. So we'll think of the average person's daily routine or weekly routine. What does the average person do? Go to work, have hobbies. Throughout the day, you might call mom, call dad, text your brother, sister, your friend. This is just what normal people do, right? Now in this organization, this is a ruthless organization. They plan 20 steps ahead. If you follow the rules as a Jehovah's Witness, what type of friends or family do you have? Jehovah's Witnesses, right? That's the only friends you can have. So if a day comes when you wake up and leave, we free to leave, right? But they do you like this. Oh yeah, go ahead, but wait a minute. We're gonna keep mom, dad, your kids. We are gonna hold on to all of this. They purposely do these things so that you don't have this community anymore. And it's this important to speak to people. You put a person in solitary confinement by themselves, you know what happens? They'll talk to themselves. We need somebody to talk to. Well, I'll talk to somebody that's not even really here after so long of being by myself because we need to talk to somebody. This organization knows that, so they really focus on that love and belonging.
And I'm going to tell you guys why this is such a big problem. They focus right here, right before you're able to reach the tiers of self-esteem and self-actualization. So self-esteem, this is confidence. This is your sense of achievement, respect of others, and your need to be a unique individual. Okay, so what is confidence? Confidence is being sure of yourself, right? How do you gain assurance? You gain that through feedback, okay? We want to hear feedback. Whenever you work really, really hard on something and somebody takes notice of it, how does it make you feel? Yeah, it makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel like the work that you did is being valued. Now, this organization, how did it make you guys feel? How many of us felt like a shell of ourselves while being in this organization? I want to see a show of hands. How many? Look around. We heard earlier about, I don't know, there she is, not being able to do her dance and, you know, like not being able to share in those kinds of passions. It does not matter if your community consists of 2 people or 2 billion people. It doesn't matter. What matters is if you are being valued in this community. What happens whenever you're not valued in a community? You shrink yourself. And now you have all this anxiety, you have stress, you have depression, you have PTSD because you have something in you that needs to be shared with others. You have a passion that the world needs to know about, okay? Whether it be a talent, a passion, it doesn't matter, but the world needs to know about it. And that's what creates all of that stress, all of that anxiety. So do not shrink yourself for other people, okay? Instead, join a community where you're gonna be valued. If you're a writer, go join a writer's group. If you love to read, join a book club, right? You have to do these things, and that all is going to attribute to your self-esteem and allow you to be your own unique individual, okay?
And last, we have self-actualization. This is one of our favorite ones here. So in here we have morality, acceptance, purpose, and meaning. So we'll focus on purpose and meaning. Any of us took a road trip before? Some of us took a road trip to get here, right? Think about what gets us through the road trip. We have the destination set, and we're able to maneuver through it. All right, we're going to Florida. It's a 10-hour drive. All right, halfway there, I just got to do what I just did again. All right, down to the last hour. This is what it's like having purpose in life. If you are going on a road trip with no destination for days, you don't have the same enthusiasm you would have versus having somewhere to go. That purpose and meaning that we need in life is, what am I here for? You know, when we were in this organization, we were given a fake destination. Oh, that new system, when? You don't have a countdown or 5 more hours. Just keep driving. You'll get there, and it might be cool for the first hour, but after a while, you're done driving. You soar, you're squirming around. It's not the same. We need purpose and meaning in life, and we'll share a personal story with us. So, we left in 2020. We watched JT and Lady C like a lot of us here did. They helped us wake up, and once we went into that rabbit hole waking up, we're like, well, this is the confirmation we need that this is a cult. We out. And we start doing the things we like to do in our life and figuring out all the things that we couldn't do as witnesses. So years down the line, we come across a YouTube video, right? And I forget the girl's name, but it was called Why I Left Jehovah's Witnesses. So we made a couple random videos that had nothing to do with nothing here and there. So we go, hey, let's talk about that time we were Jehovah's Witnesses and do a video on that. So we did it, not thinking nobody would watch it. And thousands of people out of nowhere watched this video and said how much it meant to them, how it was relatable. Now, please, we appreciate anybody that watched it. Thank you so much. So people were able to flood and relate to something. And what did we find? We found purpose. So something we learned on this journey of life is whatever cards you are dealt, you just deal with it the best way you can. So right now, we're dealing with the shunning card. We all are being shunned. We can't right now force everybody to stop right now at this minute. But here with the cards dealt, what can we do? Talk about it. We grown. I'm not about to let a group of grown men tell me what I can do. They not helping with our bills. They not helping with nothing else. They don't even talk to us. At least not our friends. So we are dealt these cards of being shunned. We can come together. We can talk about it. We can do whatever we want on our journey and find, our purpose. And the cards we are also dealt is we the crazy people, right? We all crazy to our friends and family. We worship Satan. Well, I've been here since, 9 o'clock? Yeah. Satan ain't showed up yet. So I think that's a lie. Ain't no Satan involved in this. So these are the cards we're dealt with being shunned, but the best we can do is to continue to stand up and speak and move forward on this journey.
To be honest, I don't have much else to add to that, but I will say shunning is extremely dangerous, especially if we don't recognize that, one, no, it's not normal. They have told us that this is normal. It is not normal for your whole family to never talk to you again, okay? And two, it's being done on purpose to back you into a corner. Do not allow another person to back you into a corner. Something about social isolation that I want to add on is that not only does it cause mental illness, but it can also cause physical illness. High blood pressure, heart issues, weakened immune system, okay? So it's having an effect not only on your mental, but your physical. And I think the most important is your loss of identity. We all want to have an identity. We all want to know who it is that we're meant to be in this world while we're here, right? And so just keep that as utmost priority, is learning and repairing your relationship with self. When you repair your relationship with self, it's only normal for you to begin overflowing in other people, okay? And that's the true purpose of this life, isn't it? I think that's about all we have to say.
I'm so glad they brought a visual aid. I'm going to give you a passing score. That was your point of council number 38. I don't know, I'm just making that up. But thank you guys so much for being here.
We live in DC. Who we got with us in the cut?
Geronimo's in the house. What's going on, guys?
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Live in the city. all day. Alright, so we went to a liquor store. We should have got a video of it, right? They ain't have nothing.
No Henny, no Crown Royal, no Jack Daniels.
And then when you walk
Nothing.
in, everything is off the shelf. Yeah, everything, but it's
Shelf
behind the
empty.
glass wall.
The snack aisle had 3 things to eat in it.
Was that revolving thing to pay?
Yeah, the fridge is empty. Like, bruh,
Wait, how the fridge?
we talking about what you got to eat, drink. Oh, very special. What? Very special. We're like, what's that? Key point is this big liter. You know, you can get like a big liter of liquor that costs like $18. No, sir. We are good.
I had to wake up in the hospital.
Yeah, that's that stuff, that cheap stuff. Hey, you outside crying on the curb? No thanks. Hey there.
Okay, we got JT and Lady C in the house. We thought this was such a cute little place. This place is so cute. I had to get some of this artwork.
Yeah, lost a little.
Yeah, it's Whitney. Is that supposed to be Nicki Minaj? Oh no, that's Missy Elliott.
That's Missy
Yeah,
Elliott.
you're right.
Missy Elliott.
Who is this? No, that's Jay-Z.
You good?
Okay, recording?
Yes, recording.
Yeah, one more thing, mother.
You said that like a drunk uncle.
I think the whole cut was one more time. Mother.
Shout out to Wendell. Thank you for having us. Okay.
Real hospitality.
Let me tell you something. That food. He's a chef. He's a chef. Okay.
You made ice cream.
We got homemade ice cream.
Oh, y'all make this old man feel like $1 million.
Yeah, you're gonna be feeling better.
I know. I got these two over here.
Okay.
You're going.
We're trying to keep them together.
And check out the artwork in the back. Are y'all cool with being on? Are you cool with being on video? Ah, okay. We're gonna catch the vibes. We got JT in the back. We got David in the back. What's up, David? Say hi. Okay, we got Kirby. Lady C's hiding, but hold on. We have to go say hi. Lady C. Miss Cat. Hey girl, what's going on? Do we see the shirt? Look at the shirt. Okay. Design. This is my design. Okay. And Ivy, you're trying to hide. Hold on. Oh God. This thing is floating. Do you guys see all the tech vibes?
Yeah, I'm all over the place.
Well, that's it, y'all. We hope you enjoyed these little tidbits from our weekend. We had such a good time, seriously, and we hope to see more of you guys out next year because we're gonna have another good time.
We are, and this is just like we say, it's just the beginning.
Just the beginning.
This is about to be something that's gonna happen a lot more often.
Yeah.
And who knows where, but just stay tuned for it.
Okay.
Yep. And other than that, our Instagram at Awaken Truths IG. We also getting our TikTok up and rolling thanks to y'all. That's at Awaken Truths LLC.
And we have our healing journals. We have the normal edition and the Pimo edition for our beloved Pimos, okay?
Yeah.
And that's about it. Don't forget to like.
Comment.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch y'all in the next one.
All right, peace.